Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a foundation first impression on the new Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation and Concealer. So I'm really excited to try this. I actually have really high expectations for this foundation, which is kind of a bad thing because it might be disappointing. But I've only heard good things about this foundation from other YouTubers, and I was just really curious to try it. A couple of you actually asked me if I was going to be picking this up, and I did. So I'm already on it, and I can't wait to try it. Foundations are one of my favorite things to review, and if you haven't seen my foundation first impressions before, I show you how it applies on, and then I check in periodically throughout the day to kind of show you how it is wearing. So this claims to be a 12-hour wear foundation, so I'm going to try and wear it for as long as I can. It is currently 9:23 on my phone, but I don't think I set up my camera to the proper time, so it's going to show differently. But it is 9:23. So I did order this online on Sephora. I kind of guessed at my color. I'm not self-tan right now, but my face is a little bit lighter than my body, so I hope it matches my body, not my face. So this is what the packaging looks like. It's a nice glass packaging. It has the standard 1 fluid ounce in it, and I haven't checked the color, but it comes with this huge doe foot applicator. The undertone looks a little bit pink. I was hoping it'd be more neutral, but it's a very thick consistency as it's supposed to be a concealer as well. So this is definitely going to cover. I'm just spreading it out on my hand, and it covers really well. It blends in pretty good too, so I think this actually will match my skin right now. I will be applying primer to half my face just to see if that helps the foundation any, and then the other side I won't be applying the primer. So I'm going to use the Dr. Brandt Pores No More just to the right side of my face. And I'm going to put my hair back before I forget. So I'm just going to dot this on with the applicator. So a little definitely goes a very long way. And so far I think this is a pretty good match for my body. So that was one light application, and it covers really nicely. I really like how it looks right now. My skin is still peeking through. I have a blemish I can still see. I can see my freckles, but it looks really nice and natural. But I am going to build this up to a full coverage to see how that looks. So this is extremely easy to blend out. Definitely a full coverage now that I applied a second layer. And it looks really good. I want to see this up close though. I love the finish of it. On the packaging it said it was for dry combination to combination oily. I'm normal to dry, but it looks good on my skin. In a couple areas it does look like it clung to some dry spots, but not too bad. It's not super noticeable, but really up close I can tell. So that's what the foundation looks like on my skin right now. So I'm just going to turn off the camera, come back, and my face is going to be completely done. And then I'm going to talk a little bit more about the product, and then I'm going to go about my day and then just check in periodically. Hey guys, so I am back. I just put on a full face of makeup, as you can tell. And I have a couple things I want to say about this foundation before I get on with my day. I really love how my concealer and cream products blended in with this foundation because it doesn't dry down so fast. I found it really easy to re-blend product into my skin when I was finishing up my makeup. Also, I didn't set my face with a spray or a powder or anything like that. Typically, I like to put on a powder before I put on other powder products, but I found this dried down to a really good finish for my normal to dry skin that I felt I didn't need to powder my skin at all, and my powder products went on perfectly fine. So far, first impression, I really like it. As I said in the beginning, I felt it did cling to a little bit of dry patches. So if you are, I'm normal to dry right now, my skin is pretty normal. I do have a couple dry patches, but I'd say if you're very dry, you might want to try this out as a sample first and possibly skip, just because it is looking a little bit dry in those specific areas. But that being said, I used a matte primer on this side of my face, so that could be the reason, because I do notice it more so on this side of my face. And also, I think it does look a little bit better with the primer on this side, just because I used a pore refining primer and I just felt like everything went on a lot more smoothly. So definitely think it looks better with a primer on, but we'll see how long it lasts either side. And so far, I really like how it looks. I'm just going to wrap up this video. So it's been 12 hours in total, and my foundation has definitely stood the test of time. It lasted for the full 12 hours, and I think it still looks pretty good. So I've really loved this foundation. It feels good on my skin, it has a good amount of coverage, and it held up. I don't notice a difference between my prime side and my unprimed side. In all honesty, it both looks the same, so you really don't need a primer. It is very long lasting on its own, which is great. And you could see throughout the day how my own oils with my skin kind of just melted in with the foundation, and I felt like it started looking better. It has faded slightly, I'd say, on my forehead, only because I was constantly moving my hair like that. If you noticed, I changed like 3 times today because I was filming, I did errands, and then I had family come over and they just left now. So I was in my comfy clothes. But yeah, that being said, I really enjoyed this foundation. I definitely think it's worth checking out if you can find your color. It didn't oxidize on me. I know a couple people mentioned that theirs did. I had 0 issue with oxidization. It looks exactly the same as when I put it on. And yeah, it looks really good in my opinion. So highly recommend. And it passed my test, lived up to my expectation, which was really high. And it's one of my new favorite foundations as of right now for first impression. So obviously I'm going to continue to use it a little bit more and test out. But right now, definite 2 thumbs up from me. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I want to go to bed and wash off my face. I almost washed off my face as soon as my family just left, forgetting that I had to do an outro. So thank goodness I didn't. So here it is. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll see you guys in my next video. also didn't retouch my lip at all, just so you know. And I probably should have before doing this outro, but I'm washing my face off anyways, so I didn't want to waste the liquid lip application on washing off my face because I want to go to bed.